What is your opinion on farming with snipers, or as some would call it, sniper farming? My opinion would be that it is inefficient. You have to click a lot, and why wouldn't you just use regular farms? But with the most recent update 38, they have made it to where now when you just click your elite sniper ability, it'll collect and use the supply drops of all your other supply drops. So you can have 50 snipers on the field, and they'll all press the button at the same time, so you don't have to go click, 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 and get all crazy with it or forget that you even have them there. So what I want to do is I want to see how much money can we have by just strictly sniper farming by round 100. And we are on medium mode to simulate how much money you'd have in a boss event, because let's say you're doing a boss event and you're restricted. You can't use banana farms. You can't use boats. You can't use even our boy Benjamin. You just can't use nothing but a sniper. I want to see if it would be efficient, if we'd have enough money, and if we could even afford something like a Paragon later on with it. So our only form of money making in this, besides the rounds ending and popping balloons, is using the sniper farm. Now I'm going to try to do this as smart as possible. Granted, I'm not the best sniper. Granted, I'm not the best farmer in this game. So, I mean, for those of you who are also bad, you could follow along with me, maybe use this in the future. But what I'm thinking though, is eventually we're going to have a sniper Paragon. And just like the boat Paragon, where the money that you collect with favored trades and Trade Empire goes towards this degree, I'm assuming the sniper's money will go towards this degree. So this might be a viable strategy in the future. Just do a ton of sniper farms, get a sniper Paragon in the game. And I just love the sniper to begin with. So I'm very curious to see how great this is. Like if this is the way to do it, like you could just place down some snipers, win every round. Your penalties won't be too crazy because like it attacks them in the front. It's a lazy tower to where you can place it. It attacks everywhere. I love it. But if you love Bloons TD6 as much as I do and Bloons TD6 content, definitely hit that like button below, because the more times you hit that like button, the more people this gets out to, and we can spread the love of Bloons. And then afterwards, let me know below how much money you think we're going to have. Now, part of me thinks it could be something low like 100 grand, but I'm hoping it's 1 million. With medium money, like we should be able to get things a little bit quicker than we would on say hard mode. So I feel like we could have enough like to where we have a bajillion of these snipers. And if I be smart about it and use like a monkey commerce everywhere, I think we should be good to go and get a ton of these guys for cheap and make it awesome, because his 3rd tier upgrade is 3,200. So we would benefit from getting a bunch of monkey business and monkey commerce. But do you get more money for him for Monkey Town? Like, does the ability, instead of getting 3 grand, you get like 3,500 or something? That'd be pretty insane. But now a couple of weeks ago, I did do an Odyssey where the only way to farm was with the sniper. And so that's what I did. And basically you got bouncing bullet and large calibre right before the Moab. So it's kind of like not the most efficient Moab popper, because I was just trying to speed through as fast as I could. But once you start getting that money rolling, that's where this gets crazy. Oh no, I lied. I had supply drop and then I got large calibre right before the Moab. That's how you do it. Now the main goal here is to rush to supply drop, and then what I'm thinking is just put like 2 or 3 of these little villages over here and then stack as many snipers as we can in this corner. Now obviously it'd be probably a little better to put them here so then they have like a straight line down the shot, but I really don't think it's going to matter too much because we're going to have so many snipers that the shrapnels are going to be going all bonkers in different directions anyway. But I'm just trying to save as much money as possible here, because at the end, we're going to sell everything before round 100 and see how quickly we can destroy it with just some crazy, I'm hoping we can get a Paragon. That would be the plan here, right? Now, the biggest downside about supply drop is that it doesn't do anything for us. We can already pop lead with this top path. So as you can see, all we're going to do is just start getting more lives lost faster, because our supply drop isn't going to do much for us. To where we might actually have to get large calibre before that, but I think we can afford to lose a couple lives. Like we live pretty crazy, right? That's fine. And then we'll get 1,500, and 36 is easy because they're all grouped, so the shrapnel just destroys it. So now this guy's pretty good to go, and if he ever starts to struggle, we can just use an alchemist, which is actually a side benefit of doing this strategy. Tons of snipers, especially with the elite and everything. I don't think there's anything that can stand in our way. We'll just basically just be just tapping. Oh, I already have an ability. That's what I'm going to forget about. That's why we just need to have 1 on them, and then we might even tech bot it just so I don't screw it up. But now my main thing is that should we go for elite sniper, or would it be more cost effective to go with another supply drop? You're talking 10,400, 10,800, over 11 grand to buy it, but then this guy's only 14 grand. So it might be more beneficial just to get another elite sniper, or to get the elite sniper, then call it a day. Now, can we take this down with what we got here? I don't know. This guy's pretty weak, to be honest. We might actually have some problems here. Not much of a Moab popper, huh? I guess I'm used to having Ben as like the Trojan. Yeah, that's not pretty good. So we're going to have to do something with that. Honestly, we were right on the cusp, so I think just something like this will be good. just a simple guy here, just to like give it a little bit more of that Moab popping power. Then we can just sell him, call it a day. Okay, can we take all these leads out or ceramics? Yes, we can, because we're awesome, I think. I think so. Oh, heck yeah, dude, you're awesome. Now, just because I don't want to screw this up, I am going to start using the tech bot just because I'm already like forgetting this guy and I shouldn't be. We need to like make sure we use it completely and perfectly all the time. So far we've used it 3 times by 44. That's not the worst, I guess, but we're about to have that elite one, which is great. What I really think is weird about this tower though, is when you go from supply drop to elite sniper, it resets the ability. I don't think any other tower does that, doesn't it? Like if you have a first strike sitting there and you get preemptive strike, it doesn't just take it away, but this one restarts the entire counter. So sometimes it's probably better just to go with the other one. That is just super weird to me. But now's where the pops start rolling in, the money starts rolling in, but we're already almost halfway there to 100. So how much faster could this possibly go? Now, what we do need to test though, we do have to test this, is do we get more money with or without a monkey town? I am actually not sure. I think it'd be really cool to know. You'd think you'd get more money. So you get 3,000 that way. And with a monkey town, let's just do Monkey City. Forget about it. Let's just go big on it. And let's try this again. We should get a lot more money, I would hope. $3,600? Okay. But you're talking like 15 grand to buy this thing and $600 to get that back. You're talking a few rounds or so, because I only think you get elite sniper like once per round. So with that said, what I think we're going to do is we'll wait till we get a few more supply drops and then we'll get a monkey town. Now the next few dozen snipers we buy should be super cheap and this should be awesome. And I'm not even going to buy their top path for a little bit. Like we'll buy the full metal jacket. Actually, we don't even need it for now. We'll just wait till later and go, why are they so bad? And that's why, because we totally forgot that we needed those. And then we'll get monkey town and then we'll get a helicopter, move this guy over. Or we could just buy a new one, I guess. I just thought this would be a bigger space than up here. And I wanted him here for the obvious like popping distances and stuff. Now how this is supposed to work is I'm supposed to use both of them. But because that one's not available, it probably won't work. So we'll wait for the next spin around here. We'll just use this one on our own. So I'm actually going to cancel the tech bot here because I really need to see if this is like legit or if we're doing all this for nothing and it doesn't actually collect them all. That would be awful. Okay, so here we go. We have one right there. We should get both of them together. Yes, that is so cool. Okay, that's how we're going to do this then. We're going to tech bot it and now we don't have to worry about it ever again. And we're just going to collect that mun-muns. Now I think 5 snipers is enough to get that monkey town. I probably should have got it a little sooner to be honest. But now we're going to start raking in big bucks once we get that. So now these guys should get a lot more money. Let's see what they get. 1440. So they got $240 more. That's actually really not bad at all. The hard part of what I noticed is getting these all to align. So I'm kind of just wasting a little bit of money here because I could have got them going, but it's easier to have this guy just do it all and then get all the money at once. Now what I am going to do here is a little silly, I admit, but I am going to sell this and buy this one. Then I'm going to place this guy here for a little bit later. We don't need him yet. And then just keep on keeping on. Now, one thing I thought about too was like, would it be more beneficial to kind of stall things up with like, let's say some kind of glue gunner, but then it really wouldn't matter because these are snipers. So I don't think that would help at all. So then I'm thinking, would it be good to get an energizer? We'll get them off the track. So, well, I guess we don't really care if they do damage. That's not the point here. We're just trying to farm. But would it be cost effective to buy an energizer to try to get some of this abilities back faster to make more money quicker? I think yes, but at the same time, like that's a long time to wait and a lot of money that we're not going to have that we're kind of just wasting. But we're doing really good with money, and once this thing comes back again, we're going to have a lot of it. So maybe we should and just try to get a better regeneration here. Like, let's do it. I mean, $32,000. That is a lot of money, but we're about to have it pretty soon here. Actually, we have it right now. There we go. We didn't even notice it was there. Now, with this coming back faster, dude, we already have 30. Yes, this is what I was talking about, kind of. I think we need to start making more because I cannot fit 3 in the ×3 right now. It's only the ×2 for the most part. I'm losing some spots, wasting some monies. Now what I have noticed is that if you're just trying to casually farm and not farm like crazy hard, then you are okay because the ability is going to waste it a little bit, but not too much. But now I've noticed this way, I'm wasting quite a bit because if I don't hit them myself and I let the ability, the new and improved ability that hits them all, then we will waste a lot of money. See what I'm saying right here? I have to hit them myself. But if I just start putting these around, won't it be the same thing? I can just do this anyway. Yeah, so now it's still ×3, so I can just kind of piggyback off them. I don't have to get too crazy. Now I know this isn't the most efficient here, but I don't like having it look ugly, so we got to fix it up a little bit. So now I'm just trying to get as many as I can, and we have a lot of money, so this isn't too difficult. I just got to remember to keep farming them here because like I said, this is why I never use this kind of farming because I just forget. but we're getting these ×3s like crazy, so we're saving so much money. And what I honestly find really crazy is the fact that we're still doing good. Like, oh shoot, I just shouldn't have bought that one. But we're not even buying any upgrades. We're just literally relying on these and then one good elite sniper, and the rest are just little 040s, and they're wrecking it. Like, that is pretty awesome to say the least. Now we do get tons of money here. Like, I'm gonna greed a little bit because with Snowstorm, I'm pretty sure we can affect the entire thing here. Yeah, we can put it all the way. Oh my gosh, that's all the way up there, which means I could put a million more of these guys here before round 100. And I'm also still making sure that I'm getting that monkey town here. We are struggling a little bit against these DDTs, but nothing too crazy, I hope. Okay, shoot. I was thinking we're going to have to get a perma-brute at one point, but I think that was going to be the hardest round besides 99, so we should be okay. Looking back, though, I could have done better. I feel like I did make a mistake. Well, one, I'm still hitting these abilities because I didn't wait for them to time out with the new one. And two, I did buy some earlier sniper farms without range of the 3x discount, which is kind of stupid now that I'm looking back. I could have saved like a ton more money here because this thing is killing it with the money, and these monkey towns are insane. All right, I think we're done because we have to do our one last final farm thingy here to see what happens. Oh, that doesn't do anything. That's so gross. We might have to go into 100 though. That'd be bad. Okay, we're gonna have to go into 100, but I'm gonna sell everything just to check it out because I did buy a bunch of farms here, so I want to see what they do when they sell here. So we're gonna snatch all of them at once, and then we'll have a bunch more, and we'll just have to call it because he could be here all day. I'm gonna sell every single thing before that big guy gets to the end here. Oh my goodness, $838,000. So you could easily just buy an Apex Plasma Master, 30 degree, whatever degree you want. It doesn't matter. You could buy a Boomerang Master and just get this thing going and just destroy this thing. I don't want to though. I don't want to because I want to take it to 120 real quick. But what I'm going to do for this little test is just say that I'm done. I'm lazy. I don't want to farm anymore. I have fit all the 3s that I could in this area, and that is the end of it. And then we're going to wait for all of them to go together, so it's just one nice massive thing. But we definitely should buy this though. Oh my gosh, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that one. Now we got a ton of money here, and maybe the homeland will help out because now everybody's homeland shooting faster. I could start upgrading these guys, like just getting a little bit more just so they can help out a little bit. Because round 120 is where you fight your final boss, so it would be nice to know like what our final thing will be once we finally get like a sniper paragon. A 0-0 sniper monkey, that's appropriate. Watch when they all pop out though. This is a beautiful thing to see. Just a bajillion planes and a bajillion monies, and you suck it all up and you just made a chunk of money in one go. And now with everybody full metal jacket and large calibre, we should be okay. And what I think I enjoy most about this is how much they destroy. But let's see how much money we get. We have $440,000. And we have 520. So we're getting 90 grand every time one of those abilities snap. That's pretty sweet. So if you thought about this more strategically, maybe put it on a map where they can't attack as much. Like let's say on that country western one that we just got a couple updates ago, where they are blocked out from the water towers and the buildings and things like that, you'd probably get more abilities because you could use the glue gunners and the ice monkeys to slow all the Moabs down while you regenerate your ability some more, and you can get 2 of these per round making 90k, so 180,000 a round. That'd be pretty sweet. But based on how slow this ability is, even with the Energizer, I think I'm going to get one more before round 120, which is unfortunate. So we will have to stop at the end of round 119. We're only going to get one more. Not cool, man. So they're taking almost a round and a half, like a round and a quarter of a half of a round. Like that's insane. Now this would not be the best strategy for, let's say, like no penalty. But then again, I do have $1 million. We could have bought in a Sun Temple and gotten even a bigger discount and bought them for even cheaper and then had tons of them, and that would have just been pure insanity. But we're almost at $1 million by round 120, which for me being just a regular basic boring casual farmer, I feel like that's pretty good depending on what we're gonna have now. And it's a bummer too because look, we could have just done one more real quick. Oopsie. Looking back, it would have been better to put them all on ice on the water so I could just sell the ice and sell them all at once because it's as tedious, especially because it's on my right click, so I have to go click, 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 click. But there you have it, almost $2 million. So in those 20 rounds, we made about 900,000 bucks, which was pretty cool because it took us all the way to 100 to get 900,000, and in just 20 rounds we got another 900,000. That is pretty sweet given the fact that we could have filled this entire map up with these farms and gone even crazier. I think the boat would be the coolest one to get just to end this off, and with all of those top path boats we got times 20. That's not bad. Maybe a sniper to make him stronger. Well, to be completely honest, we could kind of buy whatever we want. We still have $900,000. We could even buy a level 30 Paragon Apex Plasma Master, and if I'm not mistaken, can't we afford a Boomerang? Yes, we definitely can. And if we do this correctly and get all 202s, like I saw in a Punji video, we should get a level 20 at least, I think. Not bad. And we still have 20 grand to spare. We could buy this ugly little guy. And there you go. Oh, we don't have enough for it, but we will in a second. And now we can just speed through. If this was a normal boss, he'd be normally done. He'd have no fight in him. And if this was just a normal game like it is now, we could go for probably like another 50 rounds. I'd have to say I think snipers are pretty cool. What do you think? Let me know below. And if you enjoyed that, then I know you'll like this video where we test out the new and improved Super Maelstrom ability, which may allow us to get the 2 Mega Pops achievement in Chimps mode, which is purely insanity.